Alright, welcome back, guys. You got Try here, you got Ace.
Yo.
We watched Microsoft's conference today live. Pretty sure you've already seen our live reactions. What did you think of Microsoft's?
Too much samey same for all the genres and stuff. There's a few like hidden gems, but like a lot of the same stuff we kind of expected, like Forza and Gears and stuff. Like the big three, or four, I should say, was Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then there was Devil May Cry 5, and then there was Battletoads.
Yeah. There's also that Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, the
Definitive Edition. Yeah. There wasn't. There was a little bit of variety, but not a whole lot. Like there was a lot of they kind of went. There was a lot of game show. They showed a lot of games.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of agree with you where there was a lot of stuff that was very samey. There was a lot of very shooters. Like they kept talking about how oh yeah, this shooter is you're fighting for the survival of mankind, and it's like okay. Games that we already knew were coming that were talked about. They've been talking about Division 2. We knew there was gonna be more Gears of War stuff. There was so many Gears of War stuff. There was 3 different games.
Yeah, there was the pop one, the pop Funko. Like what?
That was so stupid. That was dumb. That is like a big commercial.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Now it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. So obviously, it looks like what you're doing with that game is you're using pop versions of the characters from the other Gears games. It'd be hilarious is if they go and make it insanely meta and they make pop figures that you can buy of those pop characters from that game.
I can see them doing that.
That would be so stupid, but they could do that, and they'll make all sorts of money. Funko just rolling that money, and then
well, I bought the Crash ones, so I don't buy them, but
I don't buy any of the Funko stuff. I've never been a big fan of the art style. My girlfriend is, but I don't know. It's just not my thing, and there's just too many of them. Like it's getting ridiculous. And there's all sorts of other ones they're trying to make now. Not necessarily just Funko. I mean, Funko does have Funko has the Dorbs and and then there's some other companies doing something similar. But anyways, Gears Pop. Gears Pop.
That's the first thing they showed was Gears Pop.
And then they showed what was the next game? Gears. There was something else.
It was like a Gears
It was like a real time or not real time. It was a turn based strategy.
Yeah.
Kind of like an XCOM or a Mario Rabbids type sort of game. What was it called? Was it called Gears Tactics actually?
Yeah, Gears.
It was called Gears Tactics, something like that. It's whatever.
And then they probably showed Gears 5.
Gears 5, yeah.
It's just how Gears 5, not Gears of War 5, it's Gears 5, so.
Which is weird. They were just they just went overboard with the Gears. I was like, oh, we're getting the Gears racing game, yeah. Get the Gears football game.
But they did open up with it's not Halo 6, it's Halo Infinite. It looks very open world-ish.
Oh yeah, the Halo game. Yeah, Halo Infinite. That's the next game. Yeah, the title's cool. Personally, I feel like they should just call it Halo 6 or Halo 6 Infinite. They should have been. It should have been Halo 6 Infinite.
Like Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah. If this is Halo 6, you should have at least kept the numbering going. I hope they don't come out with Halo 7. It's just called Halo 7.
Yeah.
That's gonna be you got Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5 Guardians, Halo Infinite, Halo 7. That'll be stupid. Oh, I hate when they mess up numberings like that. Mario Kart did the same thing when they went years with just subtitles, and then they were like, oh, the 7th game, Mario Kart 3D? 7. No, let's make Mario Kart 7. And then let's call the next one Mario Kart 8, and we'll be done with it. It's okay, but so I don't know. They didn't really show any gameplay of the Halo game. They just showed a cinematic trailer or whatnot. And I'm just saying, from what it looks like, it could be an open world Halo game.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's confirmed, but it looks really. Again, I can't judge. There's no real gameplay, but the concept of an open world Halo game does sound rather interesting. It'd be something I would be willing to check out. I'm not going to buy a whole system and bank on it, but it's something I'd be willing to.
Check out a friend's console.
I'd be willing to dive more into that and see what that's all about. If it is indeed an open world Halo game, we got our Forza game.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4.
You gotta have the Forza game.
Yeah,
I saw someone on Twitter. I actually liked it. They were like oh, it was nice of Microsoft to give everyone a mid-conference bathroom break by showing off Forza. I was laughing.
True enough, yeah.
Oh.
Expecting it.
And then they had they had the people come out like, oh, here's 8 people. This person's doing this, person's that, and they're all like, yeah. They have the one chick with the overly purple hair, and the one guy is just like, ah, it's just all playing the game. It's Forza. You drive cars around an open world environment with Horizon, and there's dynamic seasons now. Okay, we get it. You could have just talked about it for 2 minutes and then moved on. We didn't need a whole gameplay demo of it, but whatever. So let's see. We got Division 2. We got Dying Light 2.
Right.
Metro Redux. Gears 5. All these games are so similar in my opinion. I know they function differently. I'm not saying they're all the same, but I'm saying to me, it's just they look so samey. Very similar themes. Very similar color palettes. They just look all very similar. So yeah, there was a lot of very samey stuff with the with a lot of the shooters they had. We were more interested in some of the Japanese stuff they showed.
Yeah.
And some of the more original stuff, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Frozen.
So yes.
We knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming.
It was just a matter of when would they announce it. That you would think that'd be one of the first worlds they would have announced way back when.
Right.
But, I'm glad they finally announced it. It looks cool. It looks really cool.
And I think it was the same. The original voice for Olaf, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was the original voice. I don't know if it's the original voices for Anna and Elsa, but Olaf sounds exactly like he did in the movie, which I hope it's him because Olaf was my favorite. Olaf was awesome. The release date was they announced it last night,
with the orchestra trailer or something, right?
It was I don't know about I don't know if it was a trailer. I just saw it posted everywhere last night on Twitter and IGN and GameSpot and everything, and the official Kingdom Hearts Twitter made a little 10-second clip of it showing the release date. But January 29, 2019. It is delayed. A lot of people are going online trying to damage control it, saying, well, they never had a date before, so it's not delayed, it's just a release date announcement. They announced 2018 last year. Now the release date's in 2019. It's delayed. Get over it. And I guarantee you that date's not going to stick either. Come closer to January, it's going to be delayed till March or April or something. They're going to do something like that. Just watch. You're going to come back to my video and be like, oh, you're right. And it's I knew it wasn't going to come out this year. Everyone doubted me, but yeah.
That scene at the end with Aqua, though.
Yes. So if you haven't played other games, we've also watched a lot of reaction videos and stuff, and there's a lot of people that didn't know half the stuff that was going on in the trailer.
Right, yeah.
They were like, "What? What?" Some people were even they saw Aqua "Oh, who is that? Who is that?" Aqua's been in 3 different games now. Come on, it's just so. And that's what I mean. It's gonna be hilarious when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And you're going to have people who haven't played any games since Kingdom Hearts 2 back 10 years ago. And they're going to be like, oh, who is this? What does this mean? They're going to be so confused.
And lost, yeah.
Because every time a new game comes out, they're like, oh, it's a stupid spin-off. Oh, they're milking it. Or it's convoluted, blah, blah. Those are there to expand the story.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, come on. But Kingdom Hearts 3, it's going to be good. It's looking really good. I love the way they're using the ice in the Frozen world. It's gonna be awesome.
Didn't interrupt you, but the way he was using, I was trying to gray with the ice from Fairy Tail with the.
Oh yeah. I just like all the crazy stuff that you could do with it. It looks really cool. The Larxene. Larxene's back. She was one of my favorites from Reach A. She was cool. She was cool. I'm glad that she's back. But yeah, that reveal at the end with Aqua. She's got the Xehanort eyes now. So. Yeah. But they could be throwing us a curveball. They could be trolling us. It could be an alternate version of Aqua or something. It could not. It might not be just the one we've seen because, if I recall, Aqua came across. Didn't she come across what's his face? Diz. in the Dark World.
Yeah.
And that took place right after Kingdom Hearts 2.
I believe
so. It hasn't been that long since Kingdom Hearts 2. So like in that short of a time frame, Xehanort got to her and possessed her. Like I don't know. I think there's more to it, but it's still shocking if that is Aqua. So we'll see more. A game comes out in January, supposedly. Supposedly. I'll believe it when the game's in my hand and I'm doing an unboxing video. But
just like Last Guardian. Well, we didn't get past 15, but
yeah, I'm excited. I hope the game really lives up to all the hype. They're really. I hope we see more of it too at Square Enix conference tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure we will.
I hope we see more.
I mean, I would be surprised if we don't, but I'm pretty sure we will.
Tales of Vesperia
Definitive
Edition. That's okay. Little history lesson. Tales of Vesperia was exclusive to F360 when it first came out, and it came out worldwide for 360. Later on, the PS3 got a port, an enhanced port that had a bunch of new content. Like it had 2 new characters, some new story stuff, all that sort of all that jazz. But it stayed in Japan, and the PS3 version never came over. The 360 version never got updated. And until now, Vesperia's never gotten an update. It's never gotten a remastered, a port, nothing else. It stayed on 360 here outside of Japan. About 2-3 years ago, I know their Namco's or the Tales Facebook or whatever made a April Fool's joke about a Tales of Vesperia HD remaster. People got excited. Then they started off it was a April Fool's joke. People got disappointed. There's been a lot of fan outcry. Vesperia is a fan favorite game. I would say Vesperia is probably the most biggest following next to Symphonia. I would say Vesperia is a really huge game in the Tales fan base. So they're finally listening to the fans. They're giving you a definitive edition with all the bells and whistles the PS3 version had, plus 1080p. I think it'll probably have 4K support on the Pro and the Xbox One X and all that. But it's coming. It's coming for all systems. They're not going to talk about Microsoft's conference, but afterwards, Namco Bandai did confirm it is on. It was Namco Bandai, right?
Yeah.
Or was it? I think it was Namco. Yeah. PS4, Xbox One, as well as Switch and PC via Steam. So all 4 are on there. So that's cool. That's cool that Switch owners are getting that. See that's the kind of third-party support I've been talking about that I want. I want more actual RPGs, more Japanese games, more interesting games. I don't need games like The Division 2 and Dying Light 2 on the Switch. I don't care about those games. Those are all samey. I don't need the latest Call of Duty, Battlefield, Assassin's Creed. I don't need those games. Games like Tales, those are games that are really cool to have. More Japanese RPGs. But again, it all comes down to taste. That's my taste. I understand some people might want Dying Light 2, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, these are... A lot of Nintendo fans are a little bit different than most gamers, and that's the kind of games we want on the Switch. So I'm happy for that. I don't know if I'll pick it up. I've never really done much with the Tales series. I have several friends that love the series though, but I don't know. We'll see. It really depends. It's supposed to come out and did they say what did they say? Just the winter?
I think so. Winter.
Winter. Yeah. I don't think they give a date for it. Battletoads. Battletoads is coming back. Battletoads is coming back. Brand new game. That's one of Rare's games. Battletoads was a classic on the NES. Super hard, very fun with friends, very fun in an aggravating way. They did say it'll have 3-player co-op. That's going to be awesome. I'm honestly excited for the Battletoads game. They didn't show much gameplay, but the little teaser trailer they showed had a lot of homages to the original.
Yeah.
You saw the little motorbike, you saw the tongue thing, and
right.
it was really cool. And then the music was there. So it'll be cool to see how good they honor this, because like I said, Battletoads it's a classic game from way back in the day, so it'll be interesting.
And then we saw more of the Ori and the Will
of the Wisps, I think it was called. Yeah. Looks cool. Again, it's one of those things that if I had an Xbox One or if it came to other systems, I'd play it, but I'm not gonna buy an Xbox One for that game.
What was the game that came out the same day as Days Gone and?
There's a few of them. I totally forgot. I forgot all the release dates pretty much. There's 2 games that are releasing on February 22nd that were at Microsoft's conference. We already know Days Gone from Sony and Anthem from BioWare. They're both coming out February 22nd.
Yeah.
But there was 2 other games they announced at Microsoft's conference that are also coming out that day. So February 22nd is just hold your wallets, hide your wallets, people.
Yeah.
It's like there's too many games coming out that day. I don't know if I'm gonna get any of them. The only one I'd be interested in of all of them would maybe be Days Gone, and I don't know if I'm gonna pick that up day one. I don't know. But anyways, going back, I'm trying to think. Was there any other what other RPG stuff was there? I don't think there was much else. But
there was the one Jump game.
Oh yes, Jump. What was it called? Jump Force or something like that.
Yeah, Jump Force. Yeah.
Yeah, another kind of like it's the same the J Stars games where you have Goku, Naruto, Luffy and all that.
And then you actually saw Light and Ryuk from Death Note.
Yes, that was cool. That would be interesting to see how they play. I never really played these games just because I like the Dragon Ball stuff. The other anime characters I don't really care for. So I do like Death Note a little bit. So Death Note.
I have the previous one on PS3.
Yeah, so it might be interesting because I know you've played them, you liked them, and I've heard a lot of people say they're really good games. Especially it's just great fan service for anime fans. It's just a lot of the anime series they have in there I don't care about. Like I grew out of Naruto, never got into One Piece. So I never cared for. I never really gave a crap about that Toriko or whatever.
Right.
So if they had like Fairy Tail in there, like if they had like Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, Seven Deadly Sins, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, like those would get me more into the game than like, oh, here's One Piece and here's Naruto. I don't really care about those, But I don't know. We'll see more. They're showing that they're gonna put more anime in there, so we'll see. Maybe I'm hoping for Fairy Tail. I might give the game a try if there's more anime that are within my tastes for that. But
should we talk about your big hit next?
Oh yes. So it was finally confirmed. It was rumored. Devil May Cry 5. Oh my god. I probably watched that trailer like 12 times now.
Yeah, like 20 times.
We've been rewatching it on the TV and seeing people's reactions and stuff. It's a follow-up to Devil May Cry 4, so it's not the reboot. I personally like the reboot. I know a lot of people didn't. Yeah, but we both liked it. A lot of people didn't. But it's a follow-up to the original series, Devil May Cry 4. Nero. What I like about it though is it's a follow-up to the original series. It has the charm and the spirit of the original series, but it's taken some inspiration from the reboot. Mm-hmm. It's taken a couple. So it's a good melding of both. That's what I like about it. Nero is definitely. I never cared for Nero as a character in 4, but he's definitely grown a little bit. You can see in this trailer he's a bit more like Dante was. The Dante from the DMC reboot, which I'm actually okay with. He's cut his hair a little bit. He's a little more cockier this time. He's being a little more sarcastic. So it's cool. He was
this new female sidekick.
Yeah, that new. There's a new chick, which I don't know about her. She seems kind of cliche, but we'll see. His arm though, his new arm was amazing. He do so much stuff with that. It's a like robotic demonic arm that he just because he had the Devil Bringer arm in 4. So now this is his new arm, and you see him like grappling enemies and wrapping around them, pulling them and stabbing them and stuff. It's got the classic gameplay. That's what I was afraid of. I was afraid that Devil May Cry comes back. I was afraid of them, turning into like every other game nowadays, just like God of War did. Which God of War is cool for what it is, but I prefer, with my gameplay taste, I prefer hack and slash, classic style games like the original God of War games. Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, things like that. That's what I really like. And I was afraid Devil May Cry was going to go the God of War route. It's not. It's evolving the previous gameplay, and that's what I love about it. And you can see there's some inspiration there from the DMC reboot. Like, you got something like the grappling and stuff. It looks really cool. It looks like a culmination of a lot of Devil May Cry things. Dante shows up at the very end of the trailer. It was the perfect trailer. It was a long trailer. You saw a perfect mixture of story, cinematics, and gameplay. Awesome music. That theme. Oh my god, it's so good. That was the perfect trailer. That is how you do a trailer. See, that's my problem with a lot of the other stuff in Microsoft's conferences. There was a lot of just cinematic or teaser story trailers that didn't show anything for the gameplay, which games are made to be played. I mean, a good storyline is great, but I need to see gameplay. If the game's not fun to play, then I don't care about it. That's just me. But the thing about it is, it was either that, or there was a lot of gameplay demos that went on for far too long. Like the boring demo they had for Division 2, I think it was. And then, of course, the Forza Horizon. Like, this was just a full-on, 3-minute. Like, it was a long trailer. It was long. Most trailers are like a minute or two. This was like a 3-minute.
Yeah.
3 minutes and some change. trailer that was full of just gameplay, voice acted characters. So there was storyline. There was some gameplay. It was a little bit of everything, and it was perfect. That's how you announce and unveil a game.
And of
That
course,
was so
Capcom, they're listening to the fans.
Yeah, they are listening to the fans with this. They said they've heard how people have wanted Devil May Cry 5, and we're getting it. We're getting it. So Capcom is officially back. I've said it before. I said if they, after what they've done with Mega Man, after how they're bringing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, they're doing a lot of good stuff now. I said before, if they brought Devil May Cry back in full, that would be it. They're back. And I'm calling it. Capcom's back. They're listening to the fans. They're going to give us what we want. They realize that we're tired of all the bull crap, all the on-disc, DLC, all the bull crap going on with gaming nowadays. They realize we're tired of getting Resident Evil after Resident Evil after Resident Evil that are nowhere near as good as the old games. They know we're tired of all the half-assed Street Fighter stuff. They realize we want Mega Man. We want Monster Hunter, the true Monster Hunter, not just Monster Hunter World. They realize we want Devil May Cry. They realize we want these series, so they're giving us these series. They're giving stuff to the fans. People wanted Mega Man 11. We're getting it. People wanted Monster and Double Cross in the States. We're getting it. People wanted Devil May Cry 5. We're getting it. We are getting it. Capcom is listening to everything that fans want. I guarantee you, after Mega Man 11's success, we're probably going to get an X9, maybe even Legends 3 if we're lucky. I guarantee you all that stuff.
If Legends 3 happens, then the world
Capcom is doing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Capcom at this point, it would have been different like a year or two ago. But at this point, I feel like Capcom is doing better than most other third parties, Square Enix included.
Yeah.
Square Enix is still screwing up a lot. Kingdom Hearts 3 looks great. Dragon Quest 11 is going to be great, but a lot of decisions surrounding both of those games and a lot of all their other series and games and stuff, Square Enix has messed up a lot. And there's a lot of other third-party companies that just don't do crap well. Konami, yeah. EA is the worst of the bunch.
Yeah.
Activision, it's just...
Yeah.
Activision still isn't really doing the best. Like, they could be... They're finally listening a little bit with some of the remasters, but I want to see them take the next step. But there's Capcom's, I feel like, they're getting back on top, and that's what I like to see. So, I don't think there was much else. What did they end? Oh, they ended it with Cyberpunk 2077, which is a new game from the Witcher developer, which is CD Projekt Red. I personally don't care. The game just looks like another. It looks like a more action-y version, kind of a. I'm not trying to sell the game short, but I'm saying it looks like CD Projekt Red's version of Detroit Become Human. That's literally what I thought of. I saw, there's androids and humans and trying to live together and stuff, but this one's a lot more action RPG based. Like, I understand that, but still, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. I didn't care for The Witcher like everyone else did. I just.
And then Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider.
They did show a little bit of Tomb Raider.
September 20. No.
September 14th, 13th, something like that. Yeah.
Versus Sparrow.
Yeah. So yeah, they showed quite a diverse line. They had a little sizzle reel too of some of the more smaller titles, indie titles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would not stop talking about the Game Pass, the Xbox Game Pass thing. Yeah, I got tired of hearing about that because everyone's going for this whole streaming thing, and I don't. No, I'm not streaming my games. I'm not doing that. I want to physically own my games or download my games. I want to have an actual copy of my game.
Yeah.
I don't need the internet. What happens if the Dark Ages come, then the world gets nuked, and I'm sitting in a basement with my games and trying to live out the rest of my days? I can't do that. There's no internet. That's a dumb scenario, but I'm just saying, like, I want to have my games.
Yeah.
But one thing I think else we should mention is Phil Spencer did. He acknowledged they are working on the next
Xbox
system.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. I still think it's too soon because I know Sony's been talking about how they'll have a PS5 eventually, so I think it's way too soon for that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of those systems for years until they prove to me what they can do, because Xbox One has been, and PS4 has been moderate at best. I don't feel like my purchase has been justified. Not like it was the PS2 or the PS3. PS2 and PS3 had just so much stuff coming, and PS4 is kind of, there's a gem here and there. So it's like I'm not ready to jump into a PS5 and an Xbox One. Xbox One 2, Xbox 4, Xbox whatever Xbox Apocalypse. What is this gonna be? Like I just
Yeah, I don't know what they could possibly name
but
it. That's the name of the one.
It's gonna be the 1-2. That's it. It's gonna be spelled out 1-2.
That would not surprise me.
If they do that, I will die. It'll be ridiculous. But yeah, there wasn't much else in Microsoft's conference. I mean, it was cool, but literally the only thing I really need an Xbox for, out of all the stuff I wanted, would be Battletoads. Yeah. Everything, and we didn't even see gameplay of it. So it's like it's. I'm excited that it's coming back, but you know, for all we know, it could just be like a third-person shooter that looks like Battletoads. You know what I mean? Like we don't.
Somebody mentioned the studios that they said.
Oh, they did acquire some studios. They actually bought some studios to where they own them now. They're now owned by Microsoft, which means they're gonna be second party to Microsoft. One of them being Ninja Theory, which is, I mean, I guess that's good and bad. I love Ninja Theory, so it's sad to see them get relegated or something like that. On the plus side, though, with the financial backing from Microsoft, they could crank out more games and maybe get more development help. Because I love Ninja Theory, but they've only made like 4 or 5 games over the past like 10 or 15 years they've been around, or they've been making games at least in the modern, like, because they made Heavenly Sword, Enslaved, the DMC reboot. They made Hellblade. Hellblade, yeah. So it's like maybe they can crank out more games, expand their studio a little bit, which would be cool. And maybe if they keep producing games at the right pace, maybe it'll give me more reasons maybe to pick up an Xbox at some point. Because if I like their games, so if their games are only going to be on that system, who knows, you know? That's why I say exclusives are good. A lot of people say exclusives are bad. I think they're good because it pretty much, first off, it breeds competition. Like now no one's going to be able to work with Ninja Theory besides Microsoft. So you're going to look at, other companies are going to look at, well, then how can we compete if Ninja Theory releases a game like this, you know? So it's going to breed competition, which means more good games. Not only that, but it basically makes consumers like myself, like I'm pretty much saying, like, oh, if Ninja Theory comes out with like 3 huge AAA games that I want, you know, that may make me want to pick up an Xbox. So that's a good business standpoint. So I mean, it's good and bad. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to see their games like on the PS4 or anything anymore. But I'll see what it does to them in the future. I just hope that Microsoft uses them correctly, doesn't relegate them to other stuff like they relegated Rare for so long. Like Rare, all of Rare's pedigree, and they were like, oh yeah, you're making Kinect games for 5 years. It's like, screw that. Yeah. And then after all that, they're like, okay, you finally get an ambitious game, but you got to make a new IP. Sea of Thieves, online game, and it's been lukewarm at best. And it's like, so I hope they don't go that route. I hope they let them still have the creative freedom that they want, but we'll see. We'll really see. They acquired them. They acquired the developer that does the Forza Horizon games. I guess I didn't realize that they didn't have them before, so that's interesting. There was a couple others, but yeah. So they've expanded that, which is, I mean, it's good because they closed down quite a few. Like they closed down, what was it, Lion's Head, who did the Fable games a while back, and they kept doing that. So it's good that they are expanding their studios. So that is good. So I don't know. We'll see in the future. Like I said, I'm always open minded. If Xbox does some things that really lure me in, I will definitely pick up a system. But as of now, I'm still not going to. Again, there wasn't anything exclusive at this conference that I really needed outside of maybe Battletoads. And again, I don't know if I need that. I don't know how good it's going to be. We haven't seen gameplay of it. The last time that we saw one of Rare's titles and an awesome concept teaser, that was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And we know how that ended up. It looked so cool when they teased it years ago, and then we saw the actual gameplay, and, you know, so Battletoads could be the same thing. So again, the jury's still out, but I am excited that they are reviving one of their old IPs. That would be cool. So, other than that, did we cover everything? The studios? We got all the Japanese games to talk about, all the other games.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, Microsoft's conference. Yeah, like I said, there wasn't much that I really cared for, and the stuff that I did care for, I'm gonna get on PS4 or Switch anyways.
Right.
But there were some hidden gems in there, but ultimately it was kind of fluff. A lot of it was just, kind of like yawning through. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It wasn't the best. I don't think it wasn't that. A lot of people were saying it's one of their best conferences. I mean, yeah, they had a lot of games, but in this regard, I would say they definitely went the quantity over quality route.
Yeah,
that's just me. Yeah. No skill bomb. No skill bomb brought back. So the tier. No. But I don't know. What did you think?
I can agree. I think the conference last year was better, if I recall.
I don't even really remember that conference. I know last year they announced like some of the third party stuff, but that's the problem. Like I like their.
Yeah, because last year that's when they saw fighters and stuff that I guess not on Xbox One, it's like multi-platform, but they had more variety last year, I think.
Yeah, they had a good quantity, but it was all like a lot of it was just Western shooters, whether it was third person or first person, whether it was online or what, I just it's just there wasn't a whole lot of exciting stuff outside a couple things like the new Kingdom Hearts stuff was cool. Devil May Cry 5 was the best part of the show. Devil May Cry that was the best part of the show.
Kingdom Hearts 3. And Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's good.
Yeah, those are all good. I think Devil May Cry 5 was like the highlight. I think that was like the top highlight. Because Kingdom Hearts, like we know we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts stuff probably tomorrow with Square Enix anyways. Yeah. They'll probably show more of the Frozen World and stuff. So I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. Post some comments below. What you think of the Microsoft conference? Love it, hate it? Are you indifferent to it? What games announcements did you like? Definitely, like I said, leave some comments below. And then tomorrow's we are doing. There's Square Enix, Ubisoft, and Sony's. Sony's we're doing for sure reactions to. I don't know if we'll do reactions to Square Enix and Ubisoft. Depends how good they are. So we'll see. Yeah. But and then Nintendo's on Tuesday. So yep. Stay tuned, guys, for more E3 coverage. As always, catch you later.